I went on my first ever winter camping trip in -20, 4 days, 3 nights, no hotel, no room service, just snow, fire, and some seriously frozen toes.
Anywhere with you is like paradise. Feel the sun rays running through our veins. Yesterday's blues feeling miles away.
So we packed for this trip like we were about to enter the Hunger Game. We were genuinely worried we wouldn't eat it all, but also terrified we would and have to do a 2-hour grocery run. So obviously, we over-prepared. Normally, the drive from Toronto is like 3 hours, but Canada said no and gave us a snowstorm. It was like being in a snow globe but with traffic.
4 hours later,
we finally make it though. First stop, firewood. You have to buy it on site to avoid spreading pests. So you can see we got to Muley Campground in the dark, then snowstorm. We had headlights on, trying to pitch a tent with frozen fingers. And this wasn't just any tent, it was a hot tent with a wood stove. Sound cozy, right? Wrong! Because to make it hot, we had to chop wood with an axe in the dark, with zero experience, which was a disaster. We had no idea what we were doing. Yes, we're just bouncing off the logs. Some of the wood was too big to fit in the heater, but it got a little better the next day. We were starving, so we grilled barbecue chicken wings and pineapple, and they looked amazing, like something off Pinterest, right? Wrong. The second they came off the fire, they were already cold. Like biting into a frozen chicken wing, no microwave, no warmth, just sadness. We finally crawled into bed. I say bed, but I mean a sleeping bag on frozen ground. The whole night, I woke up like every 30 minutes, checked my phone, and it said feels like -20, which is the code for feels like that. And inside the tent, frost.
Inside.
And my shoes, frozen. Took 20 minutes just to jam my foot in. When the sun came up, the views were actually insane. Snow-covered trees, silent trails, a frozen lake like a movie set. Sometimes you need to go into the wild, freeze a little, struggle a lot, just to remember how good it feels to be alive, and how good it feels to finally warm up again.
Like a low sitting fog at the break of day, let it fade, let it fade. Like a hold of a frost on a window pane, let it all melt away. I see it now so clearly where I couldn't see before. Finally now, it was worth the wait.
The campground has a bunch of sites you can choose from. There are a little path between the trees leading to each site, some with electrical hookups, some without. We picked the no power, full survival mode option. Let's talk trash, literally. The garbage bin in the campsite is insanely deep. I will show you. Like, you literally can't see the bottom. Also, we see a marten. It is super cute. It's like nature Disney moment unlocked.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love sent to me.
And randomly, there is a phone booth, just chilling in the middle of the snow. Now, the washroom. It is actually heated, which after sleeping in a frozen tent, feel like a 5-star spa. It has outlet, running water, flushing toilet. I stayed in there longer than my care to admit. Then there's a visitor center, super cute, super educational. They've got wildlife exhibit chocolate, a blue statue, a cozy fly. The feel that is amazing. And the real hero, the cafe. It is pay what you can. They serve hot water, chocolate, coffee. We brought our own chocolate mix and marshmallow. Like, I'm not even being dramatic. This hot chocolate saved my life spiritually. And yes, there is a gift shop with adorable souvenirs like these animal earrings and pins. Really obsessed. Back to our schedule. After a delicious hot pot, we joined a guided bird walk and we were late, naturally. Had to chase down the group in the woods. They showed how to spot bird in the snow and even brought specimens. And the best part, we got to feed birds from our hands in the wild, legally. One landed on my hand, one on my head. Shout out to my head for saving my scalp. The bird was so picky, spitting out seed after seed like it was at a buffet. Then we hit Two Rivers Trail. When they say this trail fits a cliff, they weren't lying. Like, actual one wrong step and it's over. I was terrified. Didn't even use my main camera. I just hit record in my 360 camera and then just let it roll, so I wouldn't die trying to vlog. Walk on the trail in 360 mode. They have this feature where you can film a little bubble and it is actually so cute. We look like a video game character wandering around Wonderland. I loved every second of it. We decided to make marshmallow chocolate cracker sandwiches on the cliff in the snow with a camping stove. Yeah, you heard me. We're out here full on barbecuing marshmallows in -20. It felt like luxury cuisine, a core memory.
Of their dreams, but two hearts are breaking.
Woke up to another hot pot breakfast and we toast a croissant on the pot lid because we are lazy. Then we hit the Batley Trail, which is right next to the campground. Super convenient, let us fallen tree to climb over, gave us the adventure vibe, and they had these little reflective dots as trail markers. Honestly, lifesavers, because some of the parts were so covered in snow and you couldn't tell where the trail was. This trail is perfect for winter walk. Frozen waterfalls, lookout points, lake views. Felt like I was walking through Elsa's backyard. And of course, I had to try that viral face print in the snow trend. Bad idea.
Why did I do that?
10 out of 10 regret. My face went numb in seconds.
Delivers a postcard that's making Jill cry, 'cause Jack joined the army and fights overseas, while the rest of us stay home and watch on TV. We're all falling in love, we're all falling apart, so just hold on wherever you are. Millions of different flavors, brothers and sisters all over the globe. There's no reason for us to be strange.
We brought snacks, frozen pineapple slices. They weren't frozen when we packed them. Nature took care of that. And it hurt my sensitive teeth.
While it's rising in Tokyo, right down the block, it's just a big neighborhood on a tiny blue dot. So love your neighbor.
Okay, the final day, my least favorite part. Not because I didn't love the trip, but because packing is actual torture. Mentally, I'd already left the woods. Physically, I was just standing there, holding a frozen chair like... But then, in the middle of the snow, my friend cooked steak. And it was so good. It tasted better than any steak I've ever had in my warm, functioning kitchen. Like, how is that so good? 10 out of 10. Then we drove to this lookout on the river. It looked exactly like one of those lakes from the school geography book, like a perfect horseshoe shape. It is so cool. Then, final stop, my friend's secret lake. Frozen, silent, cinematic. At first, none of us wanted to walk on it. I mean, falling into icy water wasn't really on my to-do list, but my friend swore it was safe. He goes every year, and he is way heavier than me. I followed his path, step by step, and I made it to this tiny island in the center. You can literally see where we started, and now we're here. We walked back through the woods instead, because emotionally, I was done risking my life on the lake. The snow was so deep, and I was too lazy to pack up my tripod. So I just used it like a hiking stick and dragged it all along. And it worked, kinda. And just like that, my winter camping trip was over. Would I do it again? Maybe. Would I recommend it? Absolutely. Just bring layers and marshmallow. Bye! And subscribe.